Welcome back to Let's Play Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. King Sharaman of Persia is dead. May he rest in peace. But before his son can claim the throne, he needs to take it away from the impostor who thinks himself a god. How do I get out of this room? There is a door there, which presumably means it can be opened. Or is that how I came in? Yeah, that is how I came in. What's over here? Press and hold Y near a cracked wall to destroy it. I remember that element mechanic from the first game.
Should I continue from here when you return? I will continue my story from here next time.
The Grand Rewind, which the Dark Prince mentioned last time, is the official term for what happened at the end of the Sands of Time. You know, the prince sticks the dagger in the sands. Sorry, he sticks the dagger in the hourglass and reseals the Sands of Time. But it also rewinds events all the way back to before Persia attacked India. So, I cannot throw this one. I just wanted to save before I attempted that. You know, going far beyond the several seconds offered to you by the dagger. This allowed him to prevent his father's death and undo the events of the first game entirely. Of course, at least this time, he didn't have to mercy kill his father after he transformed into a horrible monster. Oh,
you may not be able to see these creatures, but you can still hear them.
I really like the dynamic lighting on this thing. Nothing? Why did he get his sword out? Oh, I see. Oh, there's one! I was starting to say, it's interesting to me that in the original game, when the sands were just running wild, the people who were touched by it invariably became mindless creatures who just wanted to kill. Whereas in this game, where the sands are being directed by the Vizier, the sands are not only selective in who they transform, presumably by his command, they're seemingly leaving the people with their faculties fully intact. You know, the people kept their fighting skills in the previous game, and, well, you know, given that one of the enemy types is concubines with, like, dual daggers, I'm going to assume that in some cases they became much better at fighting. But in this game, some of the sand monsters are talking. You know, mocking the prince and insisting that he'll never win. Ah! I didn't even see that guy. I was sort of flailing. Getting a screenshot for this episode is going to be tricky. Maybe just this. A light in the darkness. Oh! You're no longer alive! I was walking into that fucking guy. Oh, good. It's like a maze. There's a save point over there. I am curious. Death. That's what waits for me over there. Oh, I guess I released the button too soon. Alright, alright. 2 tanks is more than enough. Let's get out of here. What the fuck is in... No! Oh. Shit. No! Okay. And there's nothing in that direction. I can't get over there. I was just thinking, this would be a really sneaky place to put a, Oh. What's it called? A health shrine challenge. Really? Here? Oh, fuck, that wouldn't have worked at all. This is how I was supposed to get over here.
Is this where I should resume the tale next time?
Yes.
Good. This is a fine place to start the tale next time.
Oh, it is called the Labyrinth, huh? Actually, you know, let me give me a shot of me running down this corridor. You know, there's walls around me, so it'll provide a frame of reference. And there's darkness ahead, so you can see that it's, you know, pitch fucking black in here. So I can call it a light in the dark. That's probably the most detail I've ever gone into with one of those. Alright, I see where I'm supposed to go, but I don't see how I'm supposed to get there. Okay, okay. Oh, this shit's gonna start shaking loose. I find it funny how some things have just become universal. Where it's like, in these kinds of games, the platform is shaking as you land on it is the universal signal for it's the universal signal for this platform will fall off soon. You know, it's like how in nature, for some reason, yellow and black stripes are a universal symbol for danger. You know, warding potential predators off. Oh, hey. Fuck. I wanted to be clever that time. I never remember to do that, because you can jump as soon as you land on these things and make it look really nice and smooth. Just look at the way the lighting changes when he does this. It's really subtle, and I really like that. And this game came out 12 years ago now. I mean, not exactly, obviously. It actually came out on June 15th, 2005. I could say 20. After all, the years in that decade sound much more futuristic if you say 20-0 whatever. Didn't want you to feel left out. Knock knock! Well, I needed the sand, that's for sure.
And so the prince's eyes had finally been opened to the true nature of his corrupt half, that cool and charismatic voice which once whispered in his ear. It had subtly encouraged our burdened hero to do wrong. But now, the voice was stilled, the prince's mind once more his own.
I'm gonna be honest, guys, I was certain that was leading to a boss fight, where I would control this guy and the Dark Prince would be the enemy. Like a metaphor thing, like in... Oh god, what am I thinking of? How about fucking Superman 3, when there's a fight between Clark Kent and Superman, and one of them represents the, evil, mentally affected side. The other one represents his normal, pure side. Don't mind if I do. So, I kind of thought that was going into a direction where it's like the prince learns to accept his own dark side instead of rejecting it. You know, like in Persona 4. So, you know, the Dark Prince is absorbed back into him. But it looks like it's not accepting his own darkness, it's just accepting his mistakes. Oop, there's a texture going wrong there. If you look at the water falling off of the basin, it's properly in front of the stone basin, but it's behind the texture of the floor, because you can see it resume on the what's it called, the grating there. Embarrassing. Okay. Remember that water tastes like
Shall I
butt.
continue my story from here if you are called away?
Actually, no, there's a waterfall right there. It's probably pretty fresh.
I will continue my story from here next time.
The King's Road. Oh, sorry, yeah, the new ones are at the top. The underground cave. It's interesting. I mean, it's kind of disappointing. I'm always kind of bummed out by time travel stories where there's a moral of, you know, not using time travel to solve your problems. Because yes, it's important that human beings learn to accept their mistakes. I'll give you that. But, you know, if you have these fantastic, you know, spells and devices and relics that allow you to go back and undo the biggest mistakes of your life, you know, why does fiction have such a habit of presenting that as always a bad thing? Oh, I have to jump. Fuck. Oh god! Eh, fuck it, I made it. Oh. I didn't even see those. There we go. I mean, yes, you know, they always present it in a fairly realistic way. Like, oh yeah, you know, your actions have consequences, and the changes you make in the past affect the past and the future. I hit that guy with a dagger.
Lead them into the light. Strike while they are blind.
Stop going for the pots. There, they're broken. Leave them alone. Blarg, I have died. I actually did really like the sort of a plot twist in the remake of H.G. Wells' The Time Machine from about a decade ago. Spoiler warning, but the guy tries over and over again to save his fiancée from dying. But if she doesn't get shot in the park, then she gets run over by a prototype car, because, you know, old-timey, or trampled by a horse or something. You know, it's just the universe conspiring fucking against her, like a less violent, less poorly written Final Destination. And he ultimately, you know, gets told by someone with a understanding of these mechanics that the reason he can't save her is that her death is the only reason he was inspired to build the time machine in the first place. So if she never died, then the past him would never build the time machine, and he would never go back in time. And since the future him is back in time, that causality loop cannot be broken, which means no matter what he does, he cannot use time travel to save her. I always liked the idea of doing a story where, for example, it turns out that Hitler, the stereotypical thing is, oh, someone went back in time and changed history, and now the Nazis won World War II. I've always liked the idea of doing a story where it turns out the Nazis did win World War II, and someone used time travel to help the Allies win. Oh, this is going to suck. AIDS! Fuck! I can't rewind all the way back to the platform. My timing is, oh, I can! Just barely. Great. I don't know. Just my thoughts. I mean, it's good to see this in this particular story that, you know, the prince is giving some moral growth and development. It's just kind of frustrating that in this particular story, when the last two games have been nothing but using time travel to solve your problems, and actually doing it pretty well, that it gets retconned as, you know, time travel is not the answer. It feels kind of lazy to me. Welcome to the party. Barely touched him. I like that really dramatic one where he grabs at his forehead. Oh no! I am slain! Was that the 4th video of the day right there? It was the 4th video of the day. Alright. I guess I'll just pick up here next time. Since, well, again, I was really having trouble with that bit, and I'm not sure when the next save point is. Anyway. So, armed with the Sword of Sharaman, and the knowledge that he's going to have to, you know, take responsibility for his kingdom in the near future, if he succeeds in, you know, destroying the monster that the Vizier has become, we'll leave the Prince of Persia here. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you next time on Let's Play Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. When we continue making our way through this jumpy nonsense, and try to get back on track for finishing off the Vizier. And maybe, just maybe, we can get the stupid blade whip out of his arm. It's not like the Dark Prince will be needing the dagger tail anymore. Later!